guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you the curriculum that we're going to be using as a group in our home. What this means is basically our history, science, and Bible are all done one program for all of my kids. And then things like math and spelling and grammar and stuff, they each have their own books. But for the beginning of each morning, this year it's going to be geography instead of history. But we always do those three things together as one group. And not only is just fun to do it together, but it also saves my sanity over having to do every one of these things twice. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started. This year we are doing Road Trip USA. It is a geography study of the United States. I did a review of the actual program on another video. I will link it below if you want to go watch a more in-depth thing. But this is just some stuff we're doing with it. So the actual program is this. This is my handbook. I have some printouts over here that I have laminated, and I will put these up on a bulletin board or just stick them to the wall, depending on where we are at. And then, like I said, I've got a more detailed view of this program if you want to see it, but this is just kind of showing you how I'm going to use it. So then each day we will do a different thing, like we'll do a different state, and we won't do a different state each day. I can't remember how I had this out. I think it was like 2 states a week. So what we'll do is we'll go like an overview of each state, and then I've also highlighted certain books to read that will tell you about the history of that state. I've highlighted historical figures. We'll read like biographies. If there's a specific food, we'll see if we can try to get or make that food if there's a specific food. So that's just kind of the overview of this. And then I picked up these 2 hand workbooks at Target Dollar Spot, and so it's just got a little bit about each state that I thought would be fun for them to do as well. I have this United States cookbook I picked up at a homeschool book sale, and it's just got each state and something that they're famous for and the recipe for that item. I don't know that we will do a food or recipe from each state, but it's just something nice to have in my stack. This book, I think my sister gave it to my girls one time. It is a national parks guide, and it's just got a little bit about each national park. So I thought we would use this when we get to the states that have the national parks in them, and just kind of tell a little bit more about each one. And then this is it's a pad, and it's called. I picked it up at the Target Dollar Spot. It actually says a USA license plate game, but I just picked them up. It was $1. Yeah, $1. I picked it up, and I thought as we go, maybe every once in a while I could have them color in the states we've learned, and kind of just figure out how well they're understanding which state is which, and just kind of something for them to do. And then I also picked this up at the Target Dollar Spot. It's just the United States flashcards. It's got a flashcard with a little bit about each state and a picture of each state, so you better recognize. And then all of these here were part of the actual curriculum that I purchased for history. It's got this is flashcards of each state, which I think what I'm going to use them for is I'm going to stick them up on a bulletin board or something as we learn each one. This is Animals of the Midwest, and I think it says in the book, I haven't looked at it lately, it will tell you when to put which ones up as you go. And then some more animals. So that was my geography program we're using. For science this year, we are doing Apologia again. Last year, we did land animals, and then we did the first 4 lessons of the swimming creatures one, because we finished our other book right after Christmas. So we are about 4 chapters into this, so we're going to finish this one, and then we're going to hopefully do all the way through this one yet this coming school year. We'll see if we completely finish it or not, but that is our plan. As you can see, I use the Apologia book as a jumping off point. I use the Apologia book as a jumping off point. For each lesson, I kind of went through and wrote down, let me see if I can show you. Like for lesson 2, it's about whales, narwhals, dolphins. So what I did is I found some, like this is a Wildcrats TV episode, and this is the dolphin book, and this is the call letters for my library. And this is just some things to go along with the actual book. So the book is a textbook-like format. I mean, it's not as dry as a textbook, but that's just kind of the format. And so I do go ahead and I do that on the first day that we're learning about something, and then for the rest of the week I will go ahead and supplement with extras like this for each category. So it helps them to get, they learn a little bit more, and it's also takes some of the boredom out of just reading every time. And so this is how we did the land animals, and how so far we've done swimming creatures. So I was going to do the outline with and add extras with the Flying Creatures book, but actually I went through it, and I mean the way this one is laid out, it's not like the animals one, the land animals and the swimming creatures. This is kind of divided by species. The Flying Creatures one is more divided by like nest, feathers, what makes a bird. So it's not really learning about each specific kind, it's just an overall. So that's what we're doing for science and our geography this year. For Bible, I'm not quite sure yet what we're doing. We're either going to do some kind of a devotional for kids, or we will do a devotional type thing off of Right Now Media. It is a Netflix for Christians version that our church has purchased, and we get to all of the members get free access to it. So we may do something like that. So stay tuned. I will have up more videos about what my 4th grader and 1st grader will specifically be doing in their own categories, like math, spelling, phonics, or grammar, stuff like that, where they will have their own programs for each. So thank you for watching, and I will see you soon.